Okay, so Spacerush is a immersive top-down shoot 'em up futuristic game. It is basically bounty hunters going around the universe and looking for loot boxes, which has legendary items. Now, the main thing for us is all about immersive gaming, and the Web3 element of it is sort of a secondary, and we're really focusing on Web2 gamers to bring on board. And that is one of the most important thing about this project. So just a bit of a backstory. We are a studio called ZeroEX Studios. We have built various projects over the last few years. And this is actually the first project that we're bringing out under ZeroEX, that it's ours rather than another client. So we wanted to really approach this in a really more of a gaming retention side of things, really bring in players to just enjoy playing. One of the most things that we focused on that is that a lot of Web2 gamers don't really like connecting with, wallets and all these kind of things. So we've combined just a simple login through emails and two-factor to create a wallet, and so people can just start playing straight away. And so it's all seamless and it's in the background. As a project, we've been given grants from Scale Network and Immutable X. We are working with other people to really amplify this and get this out there. So there's a lot of information, and I know we've got a very short amount of time, so I don't want to take too much time from everyone. So I'm just going to go through the most important things. And one of the things is, from an investor's point of view, what we had created was, I just put this through, is a simulation run on how the tokenomics works through machinations. And this is quite important, especially from not just from an investor's point of view, but also from a project point of view, to see what KPIs we need to meet in order to make sure that this is a sustainable product as well as a sustainable token. So when we create machinations, we have all the tokenomics put in here that runs through the market makers and the centralized exchanges, that runs through the game economy itself. And what we also do is put in parameters that, the worst case scenarios, for example, from the public, if 70% sell, we put all these different scenarios and parameters in there to give us the best likelihood of the token, what will happen. Now, the simulation run, once it's playing, it runs through all the various different scenarios, and over time, and it does take about an hour or so, but I won't sit here for an hour. But over time, it basically gives you an understanding of what's happening with the token price, what's happening with the users, and it will give you a really good data for from an investor's point to see, what is going to be happening with this project. If those parameters are those parameters, of course, we can change those things and to see different scenarios as well. So, for us, it's not just about the Web3 side of things. Of course, token is important, but at the same time, it's with everything. We need to be consistent in everything. So we'll go back to the deck. So currently we are just pre-alpha. So we're at MVP stage. We've got a few more bugs to fix on the game itself. So we have raised money last year, and you used it towards the gaming and the development of it and everything else. And we're still raising to kind of finish off the game, go towards the marketing and the launches for centralized exchanges. The game itself, it's PvE co-op or PvP arena, So there's many different game modes on this. We have also created a cartoon series to kind of complement the game. And one thing that we realized, especially from an old school gamer, especially in the Mega Drive days, is that a lot of games came out with cartoon shows, and a lot of people really enjoyed that. And we wanted to bring that nostalgia back. So a lot of this stuff we've created in the last 2 years, and we're very close to TGE. So we have created these characters so people can relate to them. The loot boxes itself, it does have various different things. A gacha system, so you can have NFTs. SGEM is the native token, and then we have a marketplace where users can buy and sell if they wanted to do that as well. So overall, we're really focusing on play and own rather than play to earn. It's not as as sustainable as we've kind of learned from Axie Infinity, for example. So we're really focusing on that side of things. Now, in terms of our raise, we're trying to raise in total 3.6 million now, as we raised already in last year. We have worked on various projects in the past. So our studio is called 0EX Studio. So we've worked with Animoca. We've done a lot of work with Grapes, a lot of like NFT projects, Sensekai, Kira Corps, Overlords, just to name a few. But our background has always been a development people, but we've never done anything for like just our team for ourselves kind of situation. So now we're focused on launching this as our signature project. There's a lot of people in our team, but us four here are the co-founders of 0EX as well as Spacerush. In terms of go-to-market, it's a very story-driven project. We have partnered with few people along the way, including Tilt 5, which is a games console company, which is an augmented reality games console company, which you can purchase at the moment. So we've partnered with them to launch Spacerush through the games console so people can play at home, and especially with AR. So we've integrated AR on the game as well. On top of that, we just recently signed a deal with the studio to finalize the TV show for next year, Q4, to be released. But it's basically all the IPs to come as one and really push this as a legacy product for the ongoing future products that come out from this. It was a quick and hopefully I kept it within 6 minutes.